This life, your wellness, your consciousness, your awareness is all about energy, charge, frequency, and how much of this frequency that you have access to. A huge part of that process is becoming aware of all of the places where you unconsciously leak your energy through your thinking patterns, through your physical movements, through your unconscious bracing, clenching throughout your day, through your breathing or your difficulty breathing deep into the body. So when we're looking at the process behind spiritual development, and if we kind of go deeper into that, what does that even mean? In my experience, spiritual development individually is based on how much energy, how much frequency, how much electricity, how much charge have we accumulated. So in order to see more, in order to increase our consciousness, that's not something you can think your way into. That's not something that you can access through the head, through studying, through systems. None of that is actually going to bring a spiritual and conscious development. What we require is energy. So once we know that our development is based on the level of energy, frequency that we have access to in our body, well, now we have to look at, how do I feel on a moment-to-moment basis? What is my experience of being here in this life on a daily basis? Am I fatigued? Do I feel exhausted? Do I feel drained? Do I feel overwhelmed? Do I feel overstimulated? Do I feel confused? Do I feel tight in my body? Am I full of tension? Am I unable to breathe deeply into my system? Because a lack of energy in the system is going to result in feeling fatigue, exhaustion, tension, bracing, headiness, right? Identifying more with spiritual ideas and concepts and words and terminologies than actually experiencing it through the body, through your energetic system. Awakening is based on how much energy, fuel do you have circulating through your system. The more energy we can accumulate, the more that energy can start to work its way up through the centers of the body, filling and overflowing from one center into the center above, filling and clarifying and cleaning out that center until it flows to the point of overflowing up into the next center. But we can never pull ourselves to enlightenment. You can never pull yourself into awakening. That will be you pulling yourself into madness, insanity, mental health issues, which is a lot of what is connected with spirituality these days. So for accumulating energy, this is you being aware on a daily, moment-to-moment basis how you live your life. Are you constantly on the go? Are you constantly moving? Are you constantly fidgeting and constantly thinking, rushing, scrolling, experiencing emotions such as anxiety, nervousness, stress, fear? All these things are leakages in your system. They're holes in the system. So how can you counterbalance that? Well, firstly, can I prioritize being in my body? learning what it means and what it takes for me to be in the body, and for me to have periods of my daily life where I am just being, accumulating, and allowing my energy to fill up, to gather. You don't need to do the gathering. The gathering happens once we stop, once we're still. Closing the windows, closing the eyes. We leak a lot of energy through the eyes, through the voice. Say less. So the more we can plug these holes, the more energy that we can start to accumulate, the more we can start to vibrate at a higher frequency, the more that we can start to see and feel and clear and love.